Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to enter the recovery mode on MSI Cyborg 15. So before we begin, you should go to a website on your other device to make sure that you have access to your Microsoft account on that other device. So let's begin by going to that website. This website will have recovery keys and I'm gonna explain them in a moment. So if you find this website, it says aka.ms/myrecoverykey. I think you may see it now. So you should go to that website and make sure that you enter it actually like truthfully. Properly, because if you mix up all the slashes and dots, you may go to a scammer's website. So I'm gonna type it in on the computer and zoom it in so you can see it better. Okay. And as you can see, this is the website. You should go to that, and I'm gonna show you how it should look. But first, you need to log into that to the website, and once you log in, there will be some recovery keys, and the recovery keys will be needed to exit the recovery mode, because it's easy to enter the recovery mode, but once you change anything in there, there is a high chance of actually getting locked with BitLocker. And if you don't enter the recovery key, then the only option for you is to install Windows, and there is a video on our channel on how to install Windows, but of course it erases all the data on your drive, so you'll lose all your data, right? And the website should look sort of like this, and you'll have the key ID and the recovery key, which are very important. I'm gonna talk about them later, the key ID and the recovery key. So now let's shut the laptop down. Wait for 30 seconds after you shut it down to make sure it's fully off. And then press on the power button, and immediately after you release it, start repeatedly pressing on F3 key on your keyboard. Once it says please wait, then everything was done correctly. The F3 key is the fourth from the left on the top row of the keyboard, by the way. And now you're in the recovery mode. I don't know if the touchpad works. I have an external mouse. It doesn't. So you can use the tab key to move around items. And I'm gonna like select whatever. Let's select troubleshoot, for example, advanced options, enter, startup settings, enter, and then restart. And let's see if I get locked with BitLocker. Even if I don't, then there's still a high chance of it. Yeah, I didn't. But if you were locked, you will see a field to enter the recovery key, and underneath it there will be the key ID, and it'll be quite long. The key ID will be quite long, and you need to just look at the first section of it and match it with the key ID on the website. And by the way, the list on the website is not sorted by date, which means that you may need to scroll however long you need just to find your proper key ID. Then another thing to mention here is that you need to enter the whole recovery key, which is on the right side of the key ID on the website. The whole one is quite long. You need to enter it fully, and then you'll simply get unlocked once you click on enter. And this is basically it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.